Alright. I was finally able to get some of the terrible ass initiative cards that are, you know, just a shit show, and finally get to try a deck. So, someone 5-0'd with this, I forget their name, but they did like a black-white version, which I thought was pretty interesting, sort of copying Modern's like Rakdos scam, where they would, grief and then undying it. So, we have a little of that with Ephemerate and Malakir's Birth. You obviously running white because these are the best ones. You get two other initiative creatures when you go this route, and you also get the Grief to evoke, which helps your combo matchup. Sideboard's mostly just, 3 anti-creature and the rest is anti-combo. So, yeah, that's it. See how it feels. And I also want to try maybe another version of the deck if I have time afterwards. Like, what other color could we splash? Like, what other initiative creatures are worth playing, you know? Like, is there anything we could do to make it spicy? Red-white seems to be the most popular color combination. You get Fable and Caves of Chaos. Still waiting on a pairing. Blue, you get Force Well. Having Force in this deck seems kind of nutty. There's some green initiative cards. Oops. Yeah. I was like, how am I spelling this? 5 minutes a ton. What do the green ones do? 5 mana for a 5/4 trample. 5 minutes, so much more. Yeah, the 4 mana green one is not on Moto. Grindstone Cowboy. I wonder if they're on Painter. Pretty awkward here. And so we're all in here. Cancel. So let's see, we go like this, this, done. Alright. I just see they might be on Elves. It looks like Elves, yeah. They always have Green Sun for Dryad Arbor, which is pretty annoying. Do I want to aggro them or make a blocker? Yeah, turn one with the Chromok, with the Dark Rituals, you get a lot. So we can decide to go aggro. This goes up to 5. I attack for 5. So I'm trying to think if I could win faster. Then, yeah, I think we just have. Let's try to raise them instead of scrying. White Plume. Damn. Alright, so let's just attack. Let's see what we're gonna draw here. Solitude. 1 mana, 2 mana, 3 mana, 4 mana. Probably have to graveyard that, unfortunately. We're just so far away. Does that turn 4 win? It might not be fast enough. Yeah. Oh, it's the Glimpse version. Let me tell you, whenever I find... It's so weird. Whenever I face the Glimpse version, they always have Cradle. I feel like they have Cradle more reliably than the Reclaimer deck. Which is just... I have no idea why that's... why that's always the case. Yeah, so ideally we find like a... I guess a Grief is probably reasonable. You're going I'm playing a Dryad Arbor, okay. Maybe getting ready for a natural order turn. Grief. Damn, Magic's easy as shit, isn't it? I mean, I have a feeling it won't matter. Like, I think we're dead or we win, so... But Grief was definitely the draw that would allow us to potentially survive. If there is any chance, it involves a Grief, I think. And they always have the Cradle. I told you they always have the fucking Cradle, man. But why is it called Scam? They call it in Modern Scam. I don't know why. Someone who plays Modern might be able to elaborate. It's just dumb as shit. Maybe because like of how much you're cheating your like all your stuff into play. Because they play like Grief and Fury with all the Undying effects. No, I can't play. I had plans to travel with my wife, so they just released it too late for for me, for people. I think for the majority of people with like families. Wirewood. Sure. Or Heritage Druid, maybe? We know they have Endurance Unknown. Wirewood bounces that, untaps the Dryad Arbor. I guess they're just trying to top deck Natural Order. Or, no, they'd be short, right? Cool. Turn one, turn one, what you call it, feels pretty good. Turn one Season Dungeoneer on the play is really fucking reasonable, huh? Really reasonable. I don't even know how to sideboard with this deck, if we're being honest with each other. I guess like that? I don't know. I have no idea how to play this deck. Is there any other color that we want to splash for after? If people have any ideas of like a different color, let me know. Maybe I can try 2 different splashes tonight. This is the nuts. I mean, this is pretty fucked. Initiative is really impressive. I agree 100%. I think it's terrible. Like, I just fucking dumb. It's like, yeah, I still feel the same. Like certain multiplayer cards just shouldn't exist. You know what I mean? Chrome Mox, huh? So it looks like I'm bluffing like a Containment Priest here. Oh my god, if they play out 2 creatures, this is just gonna be the biggest fucking... Again, let's see if we can show you why it's called Scam. Alright, so you're about to learn why it's called Scam. So I guess I'll... So we're gonna wipe all 3 creatures here. We'll just get rid of Solitude probably. Kind of sick. Yeah, that's pretty good. It's pretty reasonable. Here we go. No, it's actually a 4 for 3 because I keep the Solitude, right? Right, it costs like Ephemerate, Solitude, something Okay, exile 3, but I keep this, so I think it's like, it's better than that. Yeah. We do have to, like, fade natural order, unfortunately. Gotta rip like a dark rit here, or a white plume. They could have natural ordered there, so I'm thinking they don't have natural order. It's like so many fucking triggers, man. It's kind of obnoxious. Like Assassin's Trophy? That's actually like the worst possible thing, because now they can get the initiative back and then have a chump blocker. Yeah, this is pretty bad. Just like the fact that they drew like a creature removal spell in the deck that runs 2 creature removal spells is kind of a tilt. Especially if they have a blocker also. It's a 2 toughness blocker. Damn, they only have 3 in the deck. Alright, that's solid. That's fucking solid. Let's go with Forge. Beef this up, and I'm going to leave it on defense. Oh my god, stop ripping the bangers. Jesus Christ. Alright, so the Wirewood is just so brutal, man. It was feeling good, but definitely not so much now. We have to keep ripping live ones. Like, we need Seasoned Engineer. Thoughtseize my Chromox. Deal. We'll take that too. Just shock. So we can't attack with Solitude. Well, I guess we can. They have no Elves to bounce. I could attack with Solitude, but they could just take a 5 spot. Damn, this is just such an awkward They're gonna bounce here, so they'll have two or three draws next turn. 3 draws. That sucks. I attack for 5. They go to 3. Going to 3 doesn't really matter too much. I think we have to leave it on defense. We have 2 draws next turn if they don't take the initiative. Yeah, man, Wirewood's a pain, huh? It's a good card. It's a good Magic the Gathering card to draw. It is good we did take the Crater Hoof out of their deck, and I think they only run 1. So the fact that we griefed that away, I think is pretty big. I don't know if these versions... Does Reed's version run Progenitus? Oh, that's annoying. Gringo, so what's up? That's quite the banger. It's quite the banger. No attack. Wow. That's crazy. Alright. We're obviously playing it. This doesn't... It only gives pro creature to cleric, rogue, warrior, wizard. These are neither, so... Unfortunately, we don't get the full benefit of this. What do we want to do here? We probably have to Solitude the Wirewood. And give us another lifelink blocker. One of these just gets us a land. This gives us a lifelink blocker. They can only pump 1, 2, 3, 4 elves. I have 4 blockers. Yeah, I think we just Solitude the Wirewood. Like, we have 11 lifelink blocking, which is pretty solid. I mean, if they pump here, do I attack? Like, do I offer a trade of my Solitude? It puts them to 5, which means Forge would be lethal. If I attack with Solitude, they trade 1. That's 1 less attacker for 5, so it's probably okay to attack with a Solitude. Just give my life total up to 28 and eliminate one of their potential attackers if they want to block. Okay. No. Seasoned Engineer only affects Cleric, Rogue, Warrior, Wizard. Oh, if this gave everything pro, then my life would be much easier. This drains for 5. They have another wirewood. Stop drawing your wirewoods. But Seasoned Engineer will be the one that's let me tell you something that drives me nuts about this deck, though. You only run 2 basics, and you always fucking draw them. You always draw them, so you don't get value from entering it. It is just so frustrating. They really only have 11 minutes left. Oh, they're getting a grist here. Yeah, that's damn. Just the wirewoods, visionary into wirewood. The board was clear. Drawing this into this is just so disgusting. Did they side out grist? They just got another wirewood? Or do you run 2 crater hoofs? What is going on here? One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. I just don't like. This is the one thing about this version of the deck is that you're not going to come back from this. What did they just get? They had 2 wirewoods already, right? What did they? What's? This is crazy. I don't even know what the hell's going on. I'm just lost. They green sent for 3 and got a wirewood, then just natural ordered. The fuck? But imagine if this is a scrub land and I could like get another basic out of my deck. It'd be such a big deal. Forge 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's not lethal. I don't know. This deck. I took 1 crater hoof, but this deck has not ever impressed me. So I guess I just attack. I guess I attack just with Seasoned Engineer. So I have lethal next turn. And I could play this, forge this to 5, and then it goes up to 6, and if I attack with this, it's 7. It's another trophy. Okay. Alright, so I think I want to forge on Seasoned Dungeoneer. I think that's how I win next turn. Because I could attack through with protection and then trap them. It's also just a 5/6, which is pretty beefy. They're taking a while, so let's try to find a different version of this deck we could play if we want to. Like, I want this. One of the benefits of playing this deck is it's a very fast league, and then we just run into an elf players taking 20 minutes. It's bad beats. It does not run Plague Engineer. I've thought about it for exactly these situations, but I mean, they like. It was just 17 minutes and die, like, okay. Sure. Playing in a Bant shell might be interesting. You're just fighting for so many spots once you get to so many colors. It's probably not justifiable. Like, I mean, yeah, Plague Engineer could be interesting in the sideboard with the Black Splash. I agree. In the mirror, it's like, I don't know. In the mirror, we should probably be favored. Like, they have Archon of Emeria and Elite Spellbinder. We have, like, just more initiative creatures. Like, we have 8 initiative creatures, or 8 additional copies, you know? Uh-oh, they're always on Nic Fits. I do respect this person for being on Nic Fits. And they always crush me. I told you, we always have a fucking basic. This is a turn 2 White Plume. It does have... Ugh, man. It does have a Grief and they play Chain of Smog. I think I'll keep it. Like, we could rip like an Ephemerate or something, which would be pretty nice. God, next turn we could hard cast Grief. But we might get Therapied out of the game. If we don't Grief now, next turn we can go like Dark Rit Grief, and then the following turn White Plume. There's several ways we can go with this hand. Grief Pitch, Dark Rit, Grief Pitch, Agadim, play land, Sago, next turn Dark Rit, Hardcast Grief, following turn White Plume. Let's play this in Sago. Playing this makes them think we're on Oops also. It does suck that this deck always has the combo. It's so unlucky. Because the thing is, if they have this already and I grief them, they still get to flash it back and they know I'm on some bullshit and they might get lucky. I don't know. It does suck to have this basic in hand though. Like I said, it's just so obnoxious. I don't think you should be running more than 2 basics. because you do need like all the duels, and having the utility from the other lands is pretty big. Probably gonna name White Plume here. Yeah, it's a good name. It's a pretty good name. Of course they're running. Man, some days you're just not meant to do well. I mean, we did get really lucky versus. I wouldn't say we got lucky versus Elves. The only reason we got lucky is because like they drew the whatchamacallit, a Crater Hoof, which is like, I guess like reasonably unlucky. I don't know. And you have a Green Sun also. Jeez Louise, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. This is why I always lose to fucking Reanimator decks or the Nic Fits decks, because there's all this like bullshit that I just not prepared for. I guess just we'll play this. We'll take their grief. They're just on a bunch of pitch elementals also. So it looks like they're on their own version of Scam. They're playing the pitch cards with Reanimate. Alright, they're pumping their dude, which is good for us, I think. Because what's going to happen is, but they'll get to untap this, which is going to be a little annoying. Them untapping that is what could be pretty frustrating. Surprised because they want to endurance, right? And then double block, probably. Yeah, wow, rip apart of your combo. Damn. It's pretty smart. It's a pretty smart strategy. Alright, I need like an Ephemerate, I guess. Jeez, it's pretty good. It's pretty fucking good. So that takes away the potential of them comboing us. Play a land out, and then we have Ephemerate to bounce back next turn. I will not attack into their endurance here. So they do have a trap. They're going to drain us for 5. The Solitude gaining life and Grief having menaces are two pretty big things. Need them to like whiff a turn. If they whiff like one turn, we can blink Solitude, kill the endurance, attack with Grief to get the initiative back, and then have a Solitude back to block the Veteran Explorer. Yeah, alright. Oh, is it on? Is slow mode on? Let me look at this. Yeah. That's pretty funny. I don't think I've ever turned slow mode on. Alright, well, let's hope they didn't draw like exactly endurance, I guess. Okay. Alright. Alright, we have no basics to search because we're facing a Nic Fits player, but hey. So I'll play this Ancient Tomb, I guess. There you go. Alright. Got the old initiative back. Well, for the first time, actually. Hang on. Yeah, I thought it, therapy, sure. Oh, there you go. That should be better, yeah. They're flashing it back main phase. Do they have something that's 6 or 5 mana? That's terrifying. They have 6 mana available. Name +2 mace. Yeah, that's a good move. They did top deck a Green Sun, huh? Or Minsk and Boo. Okay. Minsk and Boo is essentially the worst thing they could have drawn for us. God damn. Just not like this person just has our number. Just they just always have our number, man. Brutal. Oh, they needed the red. I get it. I was like wondering why they did that. Okay. I need to draw a Solitude? Exactly, I guess. City of Traders is not a Solitude. So I guess I'll have to scry 2 here. Oh, I don't even get initiative. Yeah, that sucks for me. Yeah. You're pretty fucked. They got the draw card off this, now they get a throne? Damn. I told you, I just always lose to... I always lose to this Nic Fits player. And they found a grief. Okay. Witherbloom. Tell me those 2 draws were Witherbloom and Chain of Smog. Okay. Did they slow roll a Chain of Smog? Oh, Diabolic Intent. Like, they had the win. They literally had the win. Why slow roll? Doesn't make any... Okay. Leyline stops only, I guess, therapy. Also may want like Opposition Agent in the black build. Plague Agent and Opposition Agent are 2 cards that are worth considering, I think. I think we want Thoughtseize and Plow. And probably cut... I'm going to cut the Malachite Rebirth in case they bring in, like... if they have Endurances anyway. Cut Ephemerate, one of the Ephemerates, because they have so much removal. Cut a Chrome Mox, because we're more likely to play something like this turn 1. And... cool. Let's rip a quick ban here. All right. And one of the 4 drops, I guess. Guys, 50 minutes in and we're on the 2nd match. Oh, that's so annoying. This is probably a... Yes, it's really slow. Alright, this is much better. Keep. Get rid of a grief, I think. Done. So we have turn 1 Thoughtseize, 2 White Plume. Hopefully this is good enough. Explore. They're stuck on one land. Easily take Veteran Explorer there. White Plume is a very reasonable name here. Yeah, it's a pretty unimpressive hand. And even if they take this, we still have, like, yeah, we're not too far off of casting Pathway Seer, so it's whatever. Yeah, like, the person plays Moto all the time, so it's very just, it's a weird, like, 2-minute long decisions that are, like, pretty obvious. Okay, we'll just play this. I could have Chrome Moxed this in case they top deck a Veteran Explorer, exactly. Oh, they're going to Chain of Smog me. And we're just going to be in top deck mode. They Chain of Smog me, I Chain of Smog them. I was like, that'd probably favor me, I think. I don't know. Yeah, it's... I should have just imprinted. Like, they have a Minskin Boo, which is the scariest card in the matchup, so... Okay. Ancient Tomb. Damn. I have been calling some winners, so let's just play a fetch and crack it to play around like an opposition agent or something weird. What did they keep when they discarded these two? Jeez. Not ripping the bangers that we need. Miss Clam, what's up? Hope you're doing well. We cut an Ephemerate. we cut them so we wouldn't draw them with no creatures in play. Uh-oh. Probably named Solitude here? Or Seasoned Dungeoneer? Yeah. Makes a lot of sense. Ancient Tomb. Ancient Tomb. Yeah, I'll take it. Another Green Sun for 3. Okay. Okay. So I'm actually going to scry here to try to find a Solitude. God, if they top deck a fucking fucking Chain of Smog when they already used one, I'd be pretty upset. I guess I can make an attack here, but I think maybe we want that extra mana. So I think I'm going to draw step. I can Ephemerate both, or I mean, so what I think I want to do is Ephemerate on the draw step here. Try to find a Grief. Or a Solitude. Cool. I did it in the draw step so we could try to like snipe a Chain of Smog with a... It's pretty fucking gross. But you do run into the awkwardness of not having a creature, you know, which is why we trimmed one for like the more interactive Thoughtseize and Plow, but it's pretty sweet. The Ephemerates are pretty sweet in this deck. It's pretty wild. I think I like how we boarded. I mean, this is a keep. This is definitely a keep. It's not the nuts or anything, but if you draw a Chromox, it's the nuts. If you draw a Chromox, this hand's literally perfect. Because you can go like Darkrit, Thoughtseize you, Chromox a white card, and White Plume, which is just insane. Alright, they're rolling to 5, which is awesome. Oh, they're going to have a Grief and a Reanimate. They're going to have a Grief and a Reanimate here. I think I have to Solitude this. But I guess if they take Solitude... Or they take a White Plume here. Yeah, so then I don't Solitude it now. Because if they bring this back... Yeah, of course they... It's a good mulligan. It's a good mulligan. Alright, let's see if we can just rip a Chromox, I guess. Try to rip the old Chromox. We can Solitude this, fortunately, so... Chromox or Dark Ritual, I guess. It's not great, but it's not the worst. Sure. Yeah, scrying too. Good move. Good move. Yeah, right. Yeah, his Lava Axe self. Yeah, 5/5 myself. Show you who's boss. They're going this way, which we can't get trapped for 5, which is pretty big. A Veteran Explorer. Okay. And now we have to Solitude the... Should I take 3? What are the upside if I take 3? I can't really draw anything that would make me want to... Because my mana is only black? Yeah. Let's do this now. Alright, so we get the initiative back. Got a basic plains here, so we have our white mana. Becomes a 3/3 lifelinker. Alright, we know this. So I think we're gonna scry here, because we really need to rip something. So I don't want this, I want this. Therapy, okay. So now we get to attack for 3. Get our life up a little bit. 4. Okay, they're bricking. We love to see it. Love to see it. So now I guess we'll do stash. Yeah. Alright, well, we're both bricking. They have Dryad Arbor, right? If they have a Dryad Arbor, they can get initiative. They would have to attack with both. I would have a grief. I think that's okay for me. They just have to keep pressuring them. We're gonna have like the catacombs giving us the skeleton soon. We just have to keep that going. Yeah. It's like we'll eat a Dryad Arbor here, but then both their attackers are gone, both their blockers are gone, and we have Menace. Yeah, like. So. Again, they get this, just get a treasure here. We have 8 damage currently. They draw like Minsk and Boo exactly. Oh, okay. Card doesn't have text. Agadium's Awakening, huh? So I guess I attack with just this. It gives me the 4/1. How much mana do I have? I guess the oof did something, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 more. Nah, I still couldn't have done it, so. Alright, so now we have 2 menace attackers, and we get a throne to put something beefy into play. Cool. Rock and roll, rock and roll. Yeah, for real. Oof. It was a good one. Nothing like scamming people with initiative. Alright, here's a deck for people who wanted to see it. Let's pull that bad boy up. Yeah. What is Loot Dispute? Enchantment. When it enters the battlefield, take the initiative and get a treasure. When you attack the player who has the initiative, get a treasure. And whenever you complete a dungeon, get a 5/5. Huh. It's pretty funny. Stirring Bard. Target you against Menace and Haste. Something. This is those hands where you're like, why you play the... This is like the scam aspect of it, right? Alright. So we have... We have options here. What does this person normally play? Let's see what they play. At least I try to help. Jeskai? No, but they're on deltas. Alright, so... Trying to think, we have a lot of options here. We can Grief, pitch Dark Ritual, holding up Ephemerate. And then the following turn, Dungeoneer is probably the best. Forcible or Fatal Push. So if I take Push, they have to force my Ephemerate then. Oh, they thought I was just gonna let it die. Nobody. Nobody. Let's take the arrow. And then I get to upkeep Ephemerate again. I get to upkeep Grief them again before I commit. It's kind of insane. It's kind of insane. They have 6 once I Grief. They're like, oh, that's all they're doing. Now let's see if they let this go. Mike, we're having a pretty good time, Mike. I finally got initiative cards, so... A nice Minskimbu, huh? I think I let them have the Minskimbu, actually. Okay, we're done here. Yep. They're gonna take a fuck ton of damage. They haven't cast one spell this game. They haven't cast one thing. Look at this board. Yeah, you might want to thin. Might want to thin just a little bit. I think I'm gonna go for the old beatdowns. Oof. Yeah, I think we'll put an Ephemerate on top. We'll put an Ephemerate on top. I think Ephemerate is worth it. They finally cast a Force Wall. They attack with Minskimbu, they die. Jeez. Drain you for 5. We're done. We're done here. We're just beyond fucking done. Jeez, that was a beating. Holy shit. Bringing some thought seizes. That was it was pretty rude on my part. It's pretty dumb. It's pretty dumb. I'm already high enough. Yeah. I mean, versus a control deck, I'm gonna keep this. It's a little slow, but that's fine. We have 2 initiative creatures and a grief. I'm gonna fetch just for a scrubland here. Pass. Cold water. Turn 1 brainstorm. Sure. You got it. So we're looking to draw an Ephemerate, Malakir's, Dark Ritual, or a Chromox. So hit both lands. Cabal Pit. Oh, is it like a Loam deck, I guess? Sure. It's looking like a Loam deck. Look at this mana. Look at this perfect mana. Double Strix Trophy Narset. I guess the trophy, because blue-black, they can't do... Yeah. Because the Strixes can't block this anyway, right? So... What's the difference? I've only played against it like twice. And I lost one to them. Just lose the better draws sometimes. And just is what it is. Sure. This is quite a pile of cards our opponent is playing. I guess I have to attack. Wow. That's a good one. So they're gonna play Minsk, so I think we want a Lost Well, probably. Find some hand disruption, maybe. Ephemerate is probably pretty good. So let's, I think we have to take care of Narset. As annoying as that is. White Plume. I'm actually going to be stuck on 3 mana. I think that might actually be good. It might be reasonable. It'll allow me to untap my Dungeoneer, which I think is probably worth it. Oh, they top deck the Force Will. Oh, that's a good thing to top deck. Well, I mean, I think we're fine. They're gonna Minsk here. We just kill Minsk with the Dungeoneer. So them forcing that is definitely not the worst thing we've seen. Oh, they're playing Uro instead. Okay. Sure, attack for one, yep. I don't know how they have enough blue cards in this deck. It seems like, I guess, like, with the Strixes, just seems like it'd be a pile of non-blue, like Hymns and Minsk and Decay. That's weird. I'm not running any basics. Yeah, so we get the initiative back here. A seasoned Dungeoneer, yeah, I guess. So I guess we'll do Stash because we're gonna lose our city. And then play White Plume. Which will get us a 4-1 here. Let me just pass and get to untap the Dungeoneer. It's pretty insane. We just eat Boo. Then we have Menace and Pro Creature. And we even have Ephemerate on like White Plume to try to find a Solitude from Throne. Is it worth doing that right now? No, I mean I think we're in the driver's seat. Like we'll take 7 here. Sure. We have another Dungeoneer on top. So one will target this, one will target this. It'll be pretty sick. Sure. This city has been the MVP, let me tell you. It's made me like 10, what's it, like 10 mana without dealing any damage. And they're scrying here instead of pumping, so they can't drain 5. That's such a big deal. It's such a big deal that they can't drain us. Yeah, and we'll get to untap our like every creature because it'll be completed. Yep, every combat. Is this the rare post-combat Minskimbu? The rare post-combat Minskimbu. Oh, I wonder if they're gonna sack Uro to kill Dungeoneer. No, just pumping that. I'm gonna do this now. They only have 2 cards left. They already used Force. They would have had to draw on Force blue card. This we find like Solitude here. It's pretty much game over. Oh, the last card was Fatal Push. Honestly, it was. It's so insane when like you make it them have to have like the 1 card and they have the 1 card. It's pretty annoying. And Snuff Out. Jeez, Fatal Push into Snuff Out, huh? All right. They can Cabal Pit my my skeleton, which is kind of rude. Damn, that Fatal Push Snuff Out turn was something else. So they're gonna stash here probably. I mean, they don't need the mana, but and they can't make this attack, so they would only go. So I guess it's like make a treasure's the only thing they can do. They're taking a minute. This has been a battle. It's kind of a weird tank, right? Like, you can't make my Solitude attack, and I'm gonna attack with my Menace creature anyway, so it's like, just make a treasure? Yeah, like the other one just, like, it's not a good option, but the other one makes no sense. Another Baleful Strings. Sure. Well, this one makes perfect. Why would you tap off black? Now you have to use your treasure. That's such an obnoxious draw. That's just such a fucking obnoxious draw. Is that the 3rd Baleful Strix? Yeah, it is. 3rd Baleful Strix. Kind of annoying. Now I have to attack with both. I guess I don't have to attack with both. I attack with both. Now they can just trade here, which is just such a pain in my ass. God, 2nd Baleful Strix, man. Or 3rd Baleful Strix. Grief a little late, buddy. A little late to the party, friend. I would have been fine trading. Like, the thing is, it's not even a trade. It just eats it. Damn. That's such a good... I guess I have to get it off the board, right? Like, it's just going to attack me. Oh, man. Yeah, knew that was coming. At least that puts me to 15. This will make it a 3/3 lifelink. Or do I want something... I want something with Menace, maybe. How many trophies could they run? I don't know. Maybe I do want Malachirs though. I think I'm gonna board them back in. Well, I only cut one, but I think I'll board it back in. Jeez. Honestly, I want to draw the other Agadium's Awakening. The other Agadium's Awakening right now would be just insane. Drawing an Uro it's a good draw. If you're gonna draw a card off the top, I recommend it being Uro. Yeah, that's kind of shitty. It says trample, right? So there's... I guess I have to kill this. No. I have to let this go. Take 8. Hope they brick. And then draw a Solitude for the Uro, I guess. And they found an Uro. Okay, which is the whiff since it gets sacked. So yeah, we have to just top deck a Solitude, or I wonder if an initiative creature would do it. I don't think so. I don't think initiative creature would do it. I don't think I'm supposed to bring in Plow. Just can't imagine that bringing in Plow would be right. I'm glad I cut Chrome Boxes. Maybe I'll cut the other two. Ephemerate, you say? They attack with everything, I'm just dead, right? I guess this is... Well, I don't have the initiative. I'd say this would go to 4 and this would go to 11 and then it would be dead. But right now this just gets chewed up. This would get thrown in front of here. I don't think we have an out. We had the top deck and Agadiums there. Yeah, we topped the Agadiums. We could have got back like 3 creatures from the graveyard. Would have been pretty nuts. Or Emaria, right? I would have had 2 4/4s. But Ephemerate, I don't think does much. Like, I take the initiative. I make this one... Well, I guess it makes this one bigger. I guess, I don't know. They probably drew Force anyway, so it doesn't matter. Because that'll make this a 5/5 with lifelink. They brought in Snuff Out versus a deck with like 12 black creatures. There's actually like more black creatures than white creatures. Ah, I guess the exact same number. Hopefully their hand is like 4 snuff outs. It's not a snuff out. Yeah, control. If you play control, you have to be on like dress down, like a bunch of dress downs, Terminus, Minsk and Boo. Wait. Hold on a second. They cast Brainstorm, cast Thoughtseize, and then Fatal... They didn't have Revolt, did they? Did they have Revolt? They went Brainstorm, Thoughtseize, Fatal Push. That shouldn't... Right? Am I miss... Nothing went... They didn't fetch or anything. That should still be alive. I hope I'm not right. I think I understand the card, right? Oh, treasure. Yes, because it doesn't put it on the stack. Thank you, Mike. Yeah, because it doesn't put, like, they use it and it doesn't go to the graveyard. All right, cool. Good. All right. All right, we're all good then. I die legitimately, which I'm much better with than dying to something like that. Yeah, it must have been that. All right, let's bring in Malik here and cut a Chrome Mox. I think the Chrome Moxes are kind of a trap. All right, let's try that, I guess. Okay. Not in love with it, but we can get like a Thoughtseize to take a Thoughtseize or something. And it's great if we draw a Force and him, so we'll take him. Like if they want to use a Force on our first initiative creature, that's fine. Like him is a 2-for-1 for them, Force is a 2-for-1 for us, so. Normally when people do that, they bricked on that draw. Tarn Kai. No, don't tell me you top deck. The Baleful Strix or him. Top deck to him. You know, man, sometimes it just doesn't matter how well you play. It's so frustrating. Hopefully they didn't draw another blue card and they have to lose the snap here. Okay. Brutal, though. Brutal top deck him. Misty. Him into Uro. Or okay, low, I'm sure. Deal. Another 4-drop, you say? Another 4-drop. Is this the part where we get minced and cry? Yep. Damn. Brutal way to get our first loss. Him into Loam into Minsk, huh? Damn. Yeah, I mean, just such bad beats. Like just such bad beats. They hit our 3-drop and the third land. Like, oh man. Like they could have hit the 4-drops and it wouldn't have mattered, or 1 4-drop 1 land, or dark red, and it was just like, oh well. Oh well. Unfortunate. What can you do though? This hand's actually not that impressive. This hand's a little better. Think we get rid of... Sure. If I play this tapped, I can't. If I tap like white, I can't play White Plume. Well, this is just grief. See what the situation is on that side. Wow. Okay. So I guess we take True Name. It's True Name, or I could Solitude their only blue source and take the Force of Will. But I think you have to take the card you can't beat, right? So let's take True Name. And I'm going to play Ancient Tomb in case we draw untapped white source. I'm glad we didn't do that. Alright. Oh, man. Just can't beat these top decks, man. We just can't. I don't think we're going to be able to beat the top decks. Oh shit, they're giving us a chance. Solitude the shit out of this Stoneforge. They forced that. I don't know why they forced that. They could have just plowed it. They could have just plowed, untapped, activated Stoneforge, so. Alright. So I get white, they plow. Then Exalted gets there, but then we have because I ripped the other one, I think it's fine. Plow, sure. We get a Plains. Okay. I don't play it. Let's go, let's go. Oh my god. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The Cauldron's gonna come in next turn. We're gonna have to rip a Solitude. That's one thing I didn't think about, was I went after the Stoneforge. I wonder if I was supposed to make them put it into play. Probably was supposed to make them put it into play. Though if they tap out for Coldra... Alright, good. Whoo! Plow, Thoughtseize, cut Chromoxes, and... Probably some Malakir since they exile my stuff and it doesn't die. Try that. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty good. Not in love, but and again, we always have the planes. Stupid fucking planes. These decks always have goddamn Noble Hierarch, man. Nice. Sure. I hate Days so much. I don't think there's a card I hate in Magic. Maybe probably Echo Vions. Brainstorm to hide your plow? Nope. Okay, so we're taking the old true name. Easiest Thoughtseize of my life. Stoneforge, okay. So that's their whole hand. Okay. Yeah, I did it for that reason. I was like, in case they draw a white source to plow and then activate this. Though they did get Jite instead of Coldra. So that's good for us. That's really good for us, actually. Okay. Sure. And now we get to put the Dungeoneer out with Ephemerate protecting it. So it's pretty fucking solid. Probably should scry there, but like in case they I don't know what they could draw. Something, I guess. So we'll trap the shit out of them. Oh, that's a solid one. Poof, we'll put that on top. I mean, this is just lethal, right? So... Table just so we can be secluded, and the vodka came diluted. Yeah, True Name's a way to combat it, I guess. I played a deck like this way back in the day. Oh, Jonathan Clark subbed on my YouTube. Definitely check out my YouTube if you haven't. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. You my friends and then hate me too. And they gained 1 extra life there by accident. That might actually cost me the game, but I just got excited. Someone subscribed. And I mean, it does not matter at all, though. This game is fucking over, yeah. Alright. Be like Jonathan Clark. Sub to my YouTube. Link just popped up. It'd be pretty cool. It's free. Catch everything you miss. Sub, or just, you know, follow on Twitch here if you're new. All that stuff's great. Anyone here playing an Eternal Weekend? You guys either going to go to Philly or play on Moto? Advantage Moto? Nice, Jordan. Good luck. What are you playing? Some Jeskai Luris, some PO, Shops. What's up your alley? Oh, Oops. I've never played Oops in Vintage. It looked pretty cool though. You get a lot of the powerful cards. You know what I mean? Like it's not like it's a budget deck or anything. So good luck if you play. I hope you take it down. Yeah, I've seen Justin play that with the Cradles. I think that's such a sick deck. Like it's such a great way to combat Tabernacle too. It's really nice innovation. Yeah, I mean, and you. This hand is pretty close. I think I would keep it if it was a mulligan. Looks like they play a lot of decks that I just like. Madness, Epic Storm. It's funny. That's probably a mulligan game one. You probably want a more aggressive start. Yeah, this is nice. We could pitch turn one, or we could cast it turn two, or we could just get. Yeah, this is much better. We'll get rid of. Get rid of one of the white lands, I suppose. Scalding Tarn, you say? God, the wigs are so good. Yeah, I saw a little of Anzid's stream. I saw there was several people on Initiative. It's pretty wild. It made its way to a Vintage. It's always weird when people go to like Mean too to play their land. I think it's so strange. Are they gonna play a dress down here? If they play a dress down, I get to keep my 3/2. Sure. Okay. You got it. Force Brazen. Alright, I'll take a Force Wall. So then we just go. Dark Ritual. Student Engineer. The fact that they have Brazen is kind of annoying, but I mean, we could definitely win with like a Solitude or two. Could definitely win with a Solitude or two. Mountain Dew me. Ha! 69. Funny. The funny number. Probably dead here. It's one of those ones where, like, if you're on the play, you win, and on the draw, like on the draw, you lose. I mean, it might be. This is my first time playing against it. You know, it's not a popular deck. I know, like, Arkin plays it. It's almost the only one. One of these will get 2, so that's 6. That's 10 trample. So let's see if they Brazen Borrower this. They may not. They may not. I mean, they don't have lethal, but Leyline Blight. I was like, So I can play this, and I'm gonna have to chump with whatever I play. I don't know if I have any outs, to be honest. I think we're pretty fucked. What do they have? They have an Ura left, right? Oh, I guess I can forge and make this a four toughness. So if I could, actually it's 5. That's actually big game. A 5/5 lifelink's actually legitimate. Like is like pretty serious here. Like going from a 2/2 to a 5/5 in one turn is kind of nutty. What do they have? They have Uro unknown, right? If they rip like Vine Outburst, bad beats on me. Oh well. If they have Violent Outburst and they were like tanking on this attack, I'm gonna be annoyed now. Like, I don't care if you have it, but just like, don't pretend. It's not a poker table in Hollywood, Oh my god. So what do we want to draw? I guess we want to draw a White Plume so we can attack and then untap the lifelinker. That seems like the best case. Are you serious? Like, what slow roll? What slow roll? Oh my god. What? What were you thinking about? Come on. Oh my god. Like it's what world? They literally just had. They literally just had lethal. They literally just had lethal. Why are you making me sit and watch this? Alright. Like, and then it was like the bluff attack and then take back the attack and then bluff the attack and take back the attack. It's just like oh my god. Whatever. That's enough of this. Sure. All right. Oh, they drew the second one off the top. All right, so that makes it a little better that they top decked double fire ice. I guess it's better that they didn't know they had lethal. Little better. Little better. I'm like, why? Like, yeah, double. Alright, if they didn't have double, then it's not as bad. Alright. Should we try a version without black and with true names? What if we had true names and subtleties? God, this one's kind of hot. These dark roots are actually awkward, like, because of this ancient champ. Yeah, it's actually not hot. Alright. I guess we dead. We dead here. What if we make a blue version with I guess you would cut. We'd cut these. I guess you could leave Ephemerate up. You could run like Vencers. That'd be pretty funny. Keep, I guess. Chromox and one of these, I guess. Do. All right. All right. Need to draw a couple lands in a row, but yeah, Rhino seems pretty tough. I mean, they did draw Fire Ice, but with the no, actually, isn't it really bad? Because like the white version plays Archon of Ephemerate, right? So you need to find exactly Leyline Binding. I guess you have to like Leyline Binding or Petty Theft the Archon, which is like a weaker creature, and then I don't know. It doesn't seem that. It doesn't seem as busted as I may have initially thought. So. Sure, force pitching force. Sure. But yeah, because then. Oh, and honestly, they started running Eldrazi Displacer, right? Yeah, no. I was thinking about like, is this good? But I'm like, they just play Eldrazi Displacer off a cavern, right? Like, and you die. Take 3. What are the odds they have another Violent Outburst? Just like 100%? Or Brazen Bar, maybe? Okay. So what are they holding? Just Leyline Binding? Holding like Leyline Binding and Fire Ices? I'm supposed to Solitude here, or just hold up. I think I'm supposed to hold up Ephemerate at 8 life. I think so. And like if we draw a white card, we have the Solitude Ephemerate combo. Or I could just hardcast. I could just hardcast the Leyline, I guess. Well, that's really solid. Let's scry, I think. Jeez Louise, glad we scried. So we'll make that attack. And then we get to untap this. Do. Cool. Alright, game 3 versus Rhinos. Can we get the 4-1? Can we get the 4-1? We're going to go into game 3 versus Rhinos on the draw. Alright. There you go, 1 minute. No one wants to gamble. No gamble. Unfortunate. Alright, let's see. Turn 2 Dungeoneer. I feel like you need Thoughtseize or Grief on the draw, or the Solitude Ephemerate. Solitude Ephemerate's like particularly good versus the Rhinos, right? Because you're always going to have something to Ephemerate into. This is just a turn 2 Dungeoneer. Just a turn 2 Dungeoneer. Versus a lot of Rhinos. Because then this wouldn't be till turn 4. I think this is better. Getting rid of one of the white initiative cards. I guess it's this. Well, if I draw white land, yeah. Okay. All right. Let's see if we can draw a white Manosaurus. If we could draw a white Manosaurus. No, this hand, because I can Grief, pitch something, imprint here, play a white land, and play Dungeoneer. So let's see if what I said we can do real quick. Violent Outburst, Simian Spirit Guide. I guess we take Shardless Agent. Simian Spirit Guide stops them from coming down next turn. I'm not a lucky bastard. I explained why I was doing something, and then my reasoning paid off. Like, I said, this is why I'm going to keep this hand and put this card back. And a Scrubland would have been a luckier draw than Basic Plains, for whatever it's worth. Now, do we want to deal with Rhinos next? I don't think we want to deal with Rhinos next turn, so I'm actually just going to take the Simian Spirit Guide. And basically just pretend hide my troubles for another day. Alright. See if that's good enough. Tundra. Should probably play Shardless here. It's definitely better to play Shardless, because then you could Violent Outburst for all your attackers the following turn. Yeah. We're going to trap them. See if we can rip a banger. Ooh, Brazen Borrower. Have to take that. Actually, I should fetch here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, I should fetch. Go. See if a turn 1 seasoned Dungeoneer gets there. Ouch, the Thoughtseize. We got there! Mountain Dew, you said Rhinos were the way to go. Jeez. Sheesh. Deck's strong. Deck's really strong. We lost to the 4-color control deck like after we thought them drew perfects on game 3 and game 2. I don't know. The matchup doesn't seem that bad to me unless they have like some bizarre combination of things. I guess, but it definitely was tuned better than a lot of the control decks I've seen with the Strixes. I think Strix is a big game in control. Strix Snapcaster. There's a lot of ways to get the initiative back, but the top decked him into top deck Minsk was pretty sad. Let's open some chests. Let's see if we can open one of these expensive dudes, huh? How about that? That'd be pretty cool. Unlicensed Hearse. Is that card worth it? Oh, Smelting Vat. Justin's favorite card. Is Unlicensed Hearse worth anything these days? Let me add it to my binder before I forget. Let's get rid of this real quick, because I will forget. Yeah, but the 21 ticks, huh? That's a pretty good 4-1. That's a decent 4-1. At least we got a little compensation for no trophy. I've never had more 4-1s in my life than this season. I just cannot finish a goddamn trophy. It's killing me. It's absolutely killing me. But the scam aspect felt really good. Like, how many games we won because of Ephemerate? Yeah, I've been 4-1ing a lot. It's just like, you want to have, like, a fucking trophy. You know what I mean? Like, the way I've lost some trophies where I've just been, like, the most... Sometimes, like, the 5th round, I just get paired into, like, a matchup I know I'm 80-20 and just get rolled. And then, which is just, like, the worst feeling, right? Like, I'll be, like, 4-0, and then it's, like, one of Tony's decks, which are always bad for me. And I get wrecked by it. Like, one match away from a trophy. But obviously 4-1 is good. Like, it's more of a just like I just want like one trophy. Like I think I should have one trophy. Like that's all. I think I should probably have one maybe. The mono is it weak to painter, the white version? This version, like I've been so impressed by it. The grief and the Thoughtseizes have been awesome. And then you have 8 more ways to get the initiative than they do. You know what I mean? You have 8 ways to get the initiative. I guess they have 4 Fury and 4 Bolt. So I guess like your little 1/5 and then your griefs are really good, huh? Like the 1/5 and a grief is really, really solid. Even Malachor Rebirth, right? Like they Fury your dude and you Malachor Rebirth it back. So it definitely adds like a nice little layer to the deck. I'm sure there's a couple different ways to build it, but I will say I hate initiative. I think initiative's like a dog shit mechanic that shouldn't be in Legacy. Like I'm gonna say that. Like I don't think Trinium should be in Legacy. You know what I mean? Like that should I just don't think like that type of card makes a lot of sense. But whatever. All right, it was a pretty good night. But yeah, this is the grief scam aspect has was nice. We got the Solitude 3 creatures from Elves. You know, like we get to go Solitude, Ephemerate, Solitude, Upkeep, Solitude, like just wipe their board. So, you know, we pitch a card, like it's just, it's so nuts. And the Grief helps you versus the combo decks, you know, the turn one combo. So you're basically playing Grief, like, instead of your Anointed Peacekeeper and Archon and stuff. But you do get Dark Ritual. Like, Dark Ritual, in addition to Chrome Mox, instead of the Lotus Petals, is really big. Wait, in Painter for Ephemerate? Really? I think Ephemerate's awesome, but in Painter it sounds... I don't know. I'm not a huge Painter person, so it's hard for me to give an opinion on it. Alright, I'm done for the night. Good luck to everyone playing an Eternal Weekend. Follow a stream if you're new, sub to the channel if you are also new, and good luck to everyone playing, and have a great weekend. I see Straz Daddy's playing some Paper Legacy, so let's hit him up, and everyone have a great night. Take care, Carrion. Have a good one.